Hey, polar bears and polar cubs, we're starting our final section for the year, and it is acids and bases. So let's go ahead and go through some characteristics of acids and bases. We're going to start with acids. If you were to taste an acid, it's got a sour taste. So acids are, used for, Sour Patch Kids, Warheads, any of those sour candies. There's an acidic residue on the outside to kind of give you that nice tart flavor. With indicators, they're going to change it usually to red or pink. And then if it reacts with a metal, you're going to produce hydrogen gas, which would be flammable. And then when it reacts with a base, acids produce a salt plus water. And finally, they do conduct electrical current through their solution. We're going to talk about characteristics of bases as well, and you're going to kind of see that there are some similarities between the two. So, whereas acids were sour in taste, bases are very bitter. And then you have changes of color of the indicator, but it's going to change it to blue. So, when you're going to see if it's basic, it kind of changes it to blue. You can kind of rub bases in between your fingers, and they're going to be really slippery. It will react with an acid then to produce a salt plus water, and it also conducts electricity. So we do have to kind of take it back a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And we need to go over how to name acids. Well, for binary acids, it is hydro plus the ion name, which is fluoride. Change it to fluoric, and then add acid. So you have hydrofluoric acid. This is binary. There are oxyacids. So these are the ones that are polyatomics from the back of our periodic table. They have another element plus a bunch of O's. If it's an 8, like carbonate plus hydrogen gives you carbonic acid. Remember, I ate something icky, so it goes from 8 to then ick. Okay, if you're adenate plus 1, now it's going to be changing the ending to ick, but you're going to add the prefix of per. So when you add an oxygen in oxyanions, it becomes per 8. So now you keep the per, drop the 8, and it becomes ick. So permanganate becomes permanganic acid. Ite is one less oxygen. Ite, I ate, or Sprite is delicious. So ite goes to us. So nitrite goes to nitrous acid. If you take another oxygen away from an ite, it becomes hypoite, which so you take hypobromite plus hydrogen becomes hypobromous acid. Here are a few acids that you may want to kind of review your naming rules for. For not necessarily super important, it's fluorate with 2 less oxygen, so it becomes hypofluorous acid. All right. And that's kind of where we're going to leave it off. We'll start up the next section, our next set of notes. Go ahead and try your worksheet and let me know if you have any